Hey, it's Brandon and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1973 to listen to Side 2 of Quadrophenia by The Who. And of course that includes the songs I'm One, The Dirty Jobs, Helpless Dancer, Is It In My Head, and I've Had Enough. And this video comes courtesy of my amazing supporter here and over on Patreon, Arnie. So thank you so much, Arnie, for all your support and for sending me on the next part of this journey. It's been great so far. I know it's going to continue to be great. Lots of mental anguish with Jimmy here, but plenty of beautiful musicianship. All right, on to the first track, I'm One. Lead vocals by Pete. Jimmy thinks through his disappointment and searches for comfort. And for this whole side, I have not heard any of the songs, so that's exciting too.
Every year is the same, and I feel it again. I'm a loser, no chance to win. Leaves start falling, come down is calling. Loneliness starts sinking in, but I'm one. I'm one, and I can see that this is me, and I will be. You'll all see I'm the one.
Didn't expect that.
Where do you get those blue jeans? Faded, patched secrets so tight. Where do you get that walk oh so lean? Your shoes and your shirts all just right. I'm one. And I can see that this is me, and I will be. You'll all see I'm the one. I got a Gibson without a case, but I can't get that even tanned look on my face. Ill-fitting clothes, and I blend in the crowd.
Great Valley.
So clumsy, voice too loud. But I'm one. I am one. And I can see that this is me, and I will be.
I hear you, Keith.
You'll all see I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one.
That voice, I love that voice. But it's showing multiple shades here. I love that. I'm still learning their voices, of course. I've only heard a handful of their songs, but I definitely know I love Pete's voice. It's just, they're both great, Pete and Roger, but Pete's is quite different, in my opinion. Yeah, this one was all about the mood, the guitars, and of course, those great vocals. I love the very reflective, kind of softer intro, singer-songwriter vibes, some beautiful, I think, keyboards happening way back there. Anyway, it was great, but then boom, we build up. This is a great Pecan Valley song. Yeah, the rock kicks in, the drums, the bass, the electric. Even Pete's voice changed. I love that. Got more bolder, more rockier. We get some growl there in the I'm One. That was cool. Very nice. Again, a perfect song to showcase his vocal versatility. I mean, in just a couple of minutes, he did a lot there. And of course, similar to other greats that I often cover on the channel, like Yes and Rush, the bass and drums, they will not be ignored. I definitely appreciated them, especially in the last half. I heard John and Keith doing their thing, even if it's not right up front. they still catch my attention because I know they're such amazing players. Yes, so a short song, but jam-packed with goodness. Again, those emotional peaks and valleys, the changes in dynamics, reflecting the storyline perfectly once again. All right, on to the Dirty Jobs. Lead vocals this time by Roger. Jimmy goes to work as a garbage man, rejecting the emptiness of an office job. Let's go. Guitar work.
It's you who feels the pain. It's you who takes the shame. I am a young man, I ain't done very much. Remember how you used to fight. Just like a child, I've been seeing only dreams. I'm all mixed up, but I know what's right. I'm being put down. I'm being put down. I'm getting pushed round. I'm getting pushed round. I'm being beaten every day. My life's fading. Things are changing. I'm not gonna sit and weep again. I'm not gonna weep again.
Love a high bass. Didn't expect that ending. Was that a dog? Sounded like it. Wow. Some more sound effects a little earlier with the crowd noise. I love when they add that. Makes sense in a pure, rock opera like this. Just further telling the story through sound. I really liked hearing Roger's high register right at the start. He was all over the place, but haven't heard him too much in that high pocket, so that was nice. Once again, overall, just like earlier songs on side one, were more theatrical, rock opera once again in the vibes, just pure musical storytelling, plenty of lyrics here to tell the story. I was trying to zone in. I think I zoned in on them more than usual. Musically, of course, great as always. I enjoyed the synth tone on the left. Sounded very brassy. I don't think it was real brass, although I know John played brass on this album. Anyway, that was great. Just came in just enough throughout the song. Once again, the drums and bass, especially the bass in this one, insanely great. Cool bass lines. I would say the vocal melodies were quite catchy in this one. I liked what Roger was doing. But overall, very uplifting vibes in the music, the instrumentation. Almost happy, which is kind of ironic because of what Jimmy's going through. But I think that means that maybe he still has hope at this point. I believe it gets darker. I kind of know the ending when he goes out to sea. So I'm getting a lot of hope from this one. Great stuff. I appreciated the addition of the piano as always, especially that piano slide a couple times on the right. Then they moved it over to the left. Another great one. All right, on to Helpless Dancer, which I know is Roger's theme. I know each band member has a theme song, one theme song, I believe, on this album. Lead vocals, of course, then by Roger as well. Jimmy's disillusionment with class and society is discussed, and his anger and bitterness are starting to bubble to the surface. I think we're going to start getting darker. Unexpected.
A gun that fires cost, and people die from being old or left alone because they're cold. And bombs are dropped on fighting cats, and children's dreams are run with rats. If you can play, you disappear, just like the lesbians and queers. No one can love without the grace of some unseen and distant face, and you get beaten up by blacks who work still got the sack. And when your soul tells you to hide, your very right to die is denied. And in the battle on the streets, you fight computers and receipts. And when a man's trying to change, it only causes further pain. You realize that all along, something in us going wrong.
Tension building. Whoa.
I don't mind the guy dancing with my girl. That's fine. I know them all pretty well. Is it me for a moment? For a moment? For a moment? For a moment?
Wow. Super theatrical right there at the end. They keep surprising me with these choices. The song cuts out. We get a whole different vibe, more sound effects. You Stop Dancing, were those the final sung vocals? Very interesting. It kind of reminds me of The Wall. We're really in his head, really going through what he's going through. It's done differently in that album somewhat, but I'm getting those same vibes here, which makes it so effective and so impactful. Yeah, musically, this was a big surprise, especially knowing, that this is kind of when the anger starts rising. By the way, when they did that, was it guitar? It really felt like tension was rising, so that was a cool choice. Yeah, but the piano and brass, a big surprise. Think that was real brass this time. The pounding piano, kind of effective, foreboding. To me, it represented some anger and bitterness. So I really liked the way he was playing it. I'm assuming that was Pete playing piano. I know Chris plays piano, but only on the dirty jobs, I'm pretty sure. So great stuff, very effective. And then those stylized pan left, right vocals by Roger. Really interesting, changing his voice. There was a lot of anger in there, almost a call and response, a lot of meaning in what he was saying. Again, very essential to the story, very crucial in telling what's happening in Jimmy's world. And I like how his kind of bitter and angry vocal delivery was a huge contrast to that really smooth, soft brass in the center back. So again, lots of great choices here, even in a short song. All right, on to Is It In My Head? This one's a treat because we have co-lead vocals. Of course, Roger doing the verses and bridge, but this time John doing the chorus. I might have heard him in the past, but I don't recall, so I should assume this is my first time hearing him sing lead vocals. That's kind of exciting. This one addresses Jimmy's self-doubt. Let's check it out.
I see a man without a problem. I see a country always starved. I hear the music of a heartbeat. I walk and the people turn and laugh. Is it in my head? Is it in my head? Is it in my head here at the start? Is it in my head? Is it in my head? Is it in my head or in my heart? I pick up phones and hear my history. I dream of all the calls I missed. I try to number those who love me and find exactly what the trouble is. Is it in my head? Is it in my head? Is it in my head here at the start? Is it in my head? Is it in my head? Is it in my head or in my heart?
so soothing, deceiving.
I see a man without a problem.
I see a man without a problem. Yeah, I think we're not down in the depths yet. You know, we're almost at the halfway point of the album, but I have a feeling it's just going to get worse. It's like the tension's there, the confusion, the questioning, the self-doubt, but the instrumentation, like in this one, very soothing for the most part. I just feel like it's going to get darker at some point. I think the story gets darker in the second half, sides 3 and 4, so that would make sense musically. Yeah, beautiful blend of instrumentation in this song. Many beautiful moments. I'm like, are we hearing Elton John? I'm smiling, I'm swaying, but I'm sure the lyrics were a bit of a juxtaposition. Surprisingly rich, gorgeous instrumentation. Not much anger yet, as far as what I was feeling, maybe except in the drum delivery. That was a bit hitting hard. But anyway, cool journey, surprising journey, definitely. I zoned in. I definitely heard John singing the chorus, but there was some harmony along with him. I don't know if that was John and someone else or John and John. I'm guessing John and someone else. Anyway, great voice. I'm glad I got to hear it and appreciate it. Really loved the bridge. Seemed pretty long. Lots of words were being sung there. Again, lots of story being told there. Yet again, a perfect song to capture Jimmy's mental journey. And we're finally at the end of side 2, the halfway point in the story. I don't know if they're going to treat it like a musical where it's kind of a big, grand ending before the halfway mark, before the intermission. But I have a feeling, due to the longer song length, over 6 minutes, and what it's about, that yes, it's going to be a big moment. And I did read about the big scream that happens at some point, probably towards the end of this one. So, that was kind of spoiled for me, but I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure it's going to be insane. And of course, we're talking about the song I've Had Enough. Lead vocals by both Roger and Pete here. This is the moment where Jimmy gives up and stops trying to maintain his place in society and within the mods. Jimmy then heads to Brighton on a train to try to recapture some of what he used to feel like. Wow, probably going to be an intense one. Let's go.
That when you were walking forwards, that you'd end up further onward. But things ain't quite that simple. You got altered information.
Definitely a climactic feel.
Take chances. You missed out on new dances. Now you're losing all your dimples. My jacket's gonna be cut slim and check. Maybe a touch of seersucker with an open neck. I ride a GS scooter with my haircut neat. I wear my wartime coat in the winter sleet. Love, rain on me, rain on me. Love,
Beautiful.
rain on me.
still
Had
soft.
enough of smiling, had enough of crying, taking all the high roads I've squandered and I've saved. I've had enough of childhood,
I hear the banjo.
I've had enough of graves. I've had enough of living, I've had enough of dying, I've had enough of smiling, I've had enough of crying. I've taken all the high roads, I've squandered and I've saved. I've had enough of childhood, I've had enough of graves. Get a job and fight to keep it. Strike out to reach a mountain. Be so nice on the outside, but inside keep ambition. Don't cry because you hunt them. Hurt them first, they'll love you. There's a millionaire above you, and you're under his suspicion. My check's gonna be cut slim and check. Baby, a touch of seersucker with an open neck. I ride a GS scooter with my haircut neat. I wear my wartime coat in the wind and sleet.
It's back.
Love, rain on me, rain on me. Love, rain on me. I've had enough of dance halls, I've had enough of pills, I've had enough of street fights, I've seen my share of kills. I'm finished with the fashions and acting like I'm tough. I'm bored with hate and passion. I've had enough of trying to
Wow, there it was. Gotta hear it again.
enough of trying to
Wow. Definitely impactful. That scream, it wasn't as huge as I was expecting, but it seemed to be descending, traveling, overflowing with that emotion. Was he saying the word fight? I'm done trying to fight. I think that's what was said. So the way it was delivered was actually cool. And then was at the train coming, blasting in, kind of pushing it out of the way, if that makes sense. A great little moment there. Not what I expected, but that's what makes it even cooler. Yeah, this one definitely did not disappoint. A great, strong ending as I expected, you know. a great closing to side 2, or a kind of finale before the intermission, in my head at least. So that was very satisfying. Quite the journey. We start, bigger, rockier. Once again, great drums, bass, a great acoustic guitar and electric guitar in this one. Just a perfect combination. You all know that already. I sound like a broken record, but I'm appreciating all of the playing here. And then, to my great surprise, this gorgeous turn, a big turn in the instrumentation. I'll call it the Love, Rain O'er Me section, because he started singing that, this great little synth arpeggio. I've reacted to that song, so this must be a call forward to that beautiful song that comes later. I got teary in that section, so complete success. Then another great turn, I'll call it the banjo section. That was great, loved it. It's when they were singing, I've had enough of this, I've had enough of that. So probably one of the most impactful parts of the song as far as the lyrics. I'm wondering if this was ever like a full stage musical. I know it was performed live by the band. I know there was a film. But if not, it could have and should have had a full-on stage musical, because I'm just seeing it all in my head with this interesting story. Then I love how they basically repeat the pattern. We get rockier, and then we ease back into that Love, Rain O'er Me section, and then back into that banjo section, so I get to appreciate it all again. Yeah, I was really zoning in the second time on that rapid banjo melody. It was very satisfying, a great groove being created just by that instrument. So thank you, Pete, for playing that. And then, like I talked about, the ending scream and train moment, so cool, very creative, very artistically done, and I'm all about that. So yeah, as expected, a great and powerful side 2 to this double album. I would say my favorites were I'm One, Is It In My Head, and I've Had Enough. Wow, can't wait for the second half, coming soon. So thank you so very much for this collection of 5 songs to further tell the story. The amazing Pete Townsend, Roger Daltrey, John Entwistle, Keith Moon, Chris Stainton, and of course, Arnie. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. If you wish to chat about these 5, I would love to know what you think. Maybe which your favorite side is from this double album, if you can pick. Anyway, you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.